excuse me. Patrick Zalak gonna run with it through the blue line here. He's got help from Barakov. Zalak carries in, tries to throw it out over the blue zone. Nobody home there for Danville. A nice offensive play nonetheless, and Port Huron's gonna try and break the other way.
Dashers put a lot of pressure on at center ice.
Tipped up and into the zone by Port Huron. On it is Seth Ensor, who throws it up. Back to Zilak, can't quite make the connecting pass. Port Huron gonna have an opportunity here. Nobody sees the cutter. Gordichuk does though, his stick gets it done well enough. Coming across the zone there was David Nippard.
Good job by the Dashers forwards to come back and help out too.
I've noticed it, some of them don't have it.
No, not all of them, but
shot from the point, Simons does nicely to scoop that one up.
I noticed Simons might have gone to like Goodwill to get a pair of pants to play in tonight because he doesn't match the rest of the practice uniforms for Port Huron.
He does not. You kind of wonder if maybe lent a pair by one of the
he might have borrowed one
fellow goalie Creed members. You know, that's a brotherhood in itself.
Yeah, I think he got a little help from the home team.
That's always nice. That's what it's all about. It's a Christmas spirit. Face-off ruled ineligible downfield.
Hopefully there'll be a hole in those pants, though. Let a goal in here.
Yeah, right through the 5-hole. Dashers win the face-off. That was Tesserero that ended up fighting for it in the back. Out to Bukal. Bukal throws it in, and that one comes all the way back around to Tesserero. Tesserero unable to control that one. It's going to end up with Port Huron. Fought back for nicely by Patrick Zilak. As he gets it back, he's going to throw it across the middle, almost finds Barakov. Instead, going to find Palmerville, who throws one into the point. It's wide right of Corey Simon's net.
Bukal wasn't home there at the point, kind of cheating over to the opposite side.
Bukal to Palmerville. Tesserero going to get to this one.
Good hustle by the Dashers to start this game.
Zilak on it now. Puck kind of lost there in a scrum. Instead, it's going to be Barakov. Barakov fires it across to Murray. Murray with a shot from the point. Comes right off as high on the glass as it could have without going out of bounds. Now Port Huron going to run the other direction. On it now, number 51, Matt Graham. Graham to the wing. A shot, a hard shot is swallowed. A long pass off the boards, picked off by Ben Bukal.
8 minutes gone in this first period. The Dashers have had the upper hand offensively, but this crazy game of hockey, we're tied.
You never know with hockey, that's for sure. Palmerville elects to take some time, rally the troops as Port Huron's push numbers forward. Now to Patrick Zilak. He's got Barakov coming across the left side. Zilak carries. Zilak scores! Beautiful play! Zilak, the 5-hole like predicted of Corey's there to Matt Graham. Matt Stoya, excuse me. Stoya behind it. Tesserero going to end up with it though. Zilak, the goal scorer, tries to throw it back to Tesserero. A nice defensive effort there. A huge collision, and that was the result of some nice stick work by Tesserero. That's what you want a veteran to do with his stick. Now Port Huron going to have a 3-on-1. Running with it here, number 16, Brian Parsons. It's dumped up. Nothing coming to that initially. We'll see. They hold it in the offensive zone now. Brad Denny on it. Tesserero laying chase. Swallowed up by
pack their offense also.
The Dashers with 7 shots so far tonight. Port Huron with 5. Patrick Zilak from Artem Efimov-Barakov, who on that first goal, the only goal so far, as we're back into play here.
About 5 more shots by the Dashers that have gone wide or high.
Logan Hoggood ended up with that one on the end and almost finds Barakov. Instead, it's going to be carried over. Tesserero with a nice deke and a shot off the pad of Simons. Seth Ensor with a nice play there to keep it in as Zilak grabs it. Can't keep it in a second time though. Port Huron going to come the other way with it. Justin Portillo tries to carry. He is
his pocket.
Stripped there by Barakov. Zilak tries to fight for that one.
Festively dressed tonight with the little dancing lights on him.
Gotta wonder if he'll have a festive, ugly sweater for tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow night?
That's tomorrow.
I thought, looking at your sweater tonight, that was tonight.
It kind of is. Ugly sweater night is every night for me. I'm a big fan. Coming the other way, threateningly, Port Huron, a shot from number 24 there, fired over the net.
Oh, look out.
Big opportunity there.
Dashers not getting this puck out of the zone, and Gordichuk is just fighting off every shot here.
Seemingly having no answer right now. Well, how's this for an answer? Now you got an odd man rush. Ben Bukal, Patrick Zilak. across to the right wing. Barakov not quite there. Instead, it passes back to the D. Palmerville with a shot from the point. Simons on top of that one. It's going to be tough to get anything else past him at this point.
Big collision by two of the Prowlers behind the play, but they're going to appeal.
On it now behind the goal, Jonathan Giuliano. Giuliano out to Stoya. Stoya and Giuliano run into one another. Danville comes the other way. Murray elects to slap this one down around the ice. It's going to get as far as Barakov, who's actually going to get called back by the bench. And Port Huron is going to play this one down, as that one's fought for on the boards by Ensor and two Prowlers. Oh, a beautiful play there to get a backhanded shot, but it's nicely deflected by Gordachuk. On the shot there was number 51, Matt Graham.
The Prowlers putting all kinds of pressure on.
From the point, Matt Graham with a shot, a rebound, and a nice defensive play there by Brad Denny to stop a rebound shot coming off. Barakov drops to Tesserero. Tesserero with a shot that goes wide right of Simons. That one was tipped up. Tesserero on it now, basically alone there. Barakov also out there with him. Zylak tries to slide to keep that one in the zone. Instead, Port Huron going to come the other way with it.
Dashers did a good job of getting some fresh legs while keeping the offensive effort.
Tesserero tried to force that one through, and Port Huron tries to force one right back. Instead, tipped up by Danville. Now going to end up with it is Brad Denny. Denny pushes alongside the boards. Port Huron going to come the other way with it. Now 71 there on it, Justin Portillo. Portillo with a shot, bordered away by Gordachuk. Rebound swallowed up there, Tesserero.
Oh, that was AJ.
This one's coming the other way. A nice backwards pass, a shot from the point there off the stick of Portillo. Port Huron unable to get a rebound shot off, and they're going to regroup here with 13:44 left to go in the second period. From the point here, a shot off the leg of Barakov. Unable to do anything with it is Danville as they end up on the other end of it, but Port Huron quick to recover. A nice interception there as Danville almost has an opportunity. He got caught in the shift change, though. Nigel Slade now carries behind. Called him nice guy, likes hockey. Good summary. A man of few words, described in as few words. Port Huron fighting for this one. Bukal actually trying to lay a hit there. That was kind of laid on Matt Robertson. Robertson can make something out of nothing, let me tell you. I've seen him do it time and time again. Zylak fighting for this one, nicely kept in the zone. That one comes off of Gordachuk, and we're going to have a penalty here, and that one's going to be
almost every team in the league. So good aggressive play.
Jenna Worth power play. Jenna Worth, your State Farm agent, licensed in Illinois and Indiana. You can get a hold of her at 217-442-4698. No penalty called on that one.
Thought that was a trip.
Atkins goes flying into the boards. Atkins then sees the puck fly over the boards. That's a Matt Robertson interference call was the penalty. He's going to do 2 minutes, now a minute 40, 9:12 left to go here in the second period. Number 15, Matt Robertson in the penalty box. You know, I just got done saying he could create something out of nothing. He sure did.
And that's the kind of penalty you hate to see as a coach, because he took the power, gave up a power play in his offensive zone.
Danville fighting nicely here. Fred Hine ends up with it. Oh, just losing it off of his stick. Almost keeping it in the offensive zone. That one's controlled by Port Huron now.
Dashers had a collision behind the play, too. Nick Gullo and Brad Denny took each other out of the play.
Gordachuk tipped that one back. Now Atkins is going to carry it along. Atkins tries to find Hine. Instead, Atkins ends up back on it. Atkins carries around net.
Oh, Fred Hine just sort of waiting for an opportunity, circling like the shark.
Denny to Gullo. Back to Denny. Over to Fred Hine, who has to grab it with a backhand. Back to Denny from the point. Oh, a nice pass. Beautiful. It's a shot and nicely sticked away by Simons. Dasher's going to end up with it still in the long run. Brad Denny on it now, over to Nick Gullo.
Dasher's very active, good circling, forcing that defense to work hard.
Fred Hine passes intercepted there nicely by Port Huron.
25 seconds left on the power play.
Brad Denny going to have to fight for this one. 7:50 left to go here in the second period.
Time for one rush down to 13.
Matt Stoya was the one that intercepted that last. What's fully going on?
My favorite penalty in hockey, the dog.
That's a bad dog. Dashers on a power play. They looked threatening on the last one, but failed to score on it. That one is...
Puck went out of play, I think, for just a moment up on the bench.
Yeah,
kind of dribbled back out.
Thought so. Palmerville had his hand up waiting for it, but eventually it got called.
Didn't fool the guys in the zebra shirts.
Nope.
They were right on top of that. It kind of
stylish and effective.
rolled up the boards into the Prowlers bench, and they kind of kicked it back out.
Barakov going to have to do something with this one quick. He's cut off by the Prowlers and does get it over to Fred Hine. Hine tries to stick it past Brian Parsons. Parsons two up to the task there. He actually fires one all the way down. Just kind of smoothly worked its way backwards, I would say.
Yeah, just kind of kept rolling, and a couple of flailing sticks later, it was behind the goalie.
We're back to even strength now. 3-2 here in the game. 1:04 left to go in the second period. Kind of game just really getting started, as well as it seems in terms of physicality. Barakov on it now, Federley fighting for it with him. Barakov had to fight Murray for that one actually in the long run.
As the game gets more physical, missing Levi Armstrong tonight might be more noticeable too.
Yeah, kind of that dual threat forward. He can score, he can pass, he can fight.
And just a good physical player to have out there to kind of make sure you keep it nice and clean out there, guys.
So Canitz almost lands a nice pass across the blue zone. Instead, it's going to result in a shot from the point. Gordachuk with the elbow save.
Man, that was a dangerous looking shot.
Zylak on it now. He's got Denny behind him as well as Barakov. Denny over, and he finds the stick of Matt Graham instead. Graham now plays it out there to number 29, David Nippert, who shot in as many seconds basically here on Gordachuk.
Dasher's real confused on that shift change. Actually had only 4 guys out for about 10 seconds.
Palmerville carries that one in behind the boards. Bukal on it over to Turner, who's got a little bit of space. It's a bouncing pass though. Turner on it again. Turner with a shot that just goes wide of Simons. Now coming the other way with it is Port Huron, number 29 running with it, David Nippert. Nippert flutters that one down, and it's going to be collected by Ben Bukal. No sign of Fred Hine quite yet on this power play, and that expires as well.
Back to even strength, and the game all tied up as well.
Danville going to have to recollect this one, as that would have been offside. Ben Bukal on it now, flanked by 2 Port Huron. Off the boot of the referee. That's not something that you want to see if you're a Dashers defenseman, as that one hits the side netting of Jesse Gordachuk. He had the right side covered, but man, it didn't look great. And Port Huron almost looking like they have a man advantage right now. Ben Bukal lays a huge hit.
And behind the scene, we're seeing little extra hits,
playing
little extra stick play, little extra elbowing.
Little ride-em cowboy there, it looked like.
It was a good one.
9:09 left in the third period here, a tie game at 3-3.
I have a feeling trouble is brewing, though.
You would think somebody's going to score in these last 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes. Turner on it now. Tesserero actually fires a shot. That one's swallowed up by Zylak. Nice defensive play there from Matt Stoya. Ben Bukal on it now. Bukal with a nice spin move to get himself some room. Almost finds a pass, does actually find a pass through to Tesserero. I think he was aiming for Barakov, though. That pass tried to play through there to Justin Portillo. Portillo's going to end up with it on the boards anyways. Port Huron back in their offensive zone. Some active stick work there from the Dashers as we're tied up along the far boards.
Fred Hines' line about to come out back on the ice here for the Dashers.
Barakov lays a big hit after he's tied up. I think both sides will be okay with that one. Now coming down with it, Matt Stoya. Stoya with a shot that's tipped up. A nice stick move to get him through. Not far enough through as Zylak ends up in the ground.
And taking a shot in the back of the legs from the goalie, too.
And Joe Pace actually complained that Zylak was near the goalie. Nice save there, actually, coming off. Oh, Barakov's on the break with Fred Hine to his left. Barakov with a shot off Simons, a rebound off Simons.
Oh, close.
And a third shot not there, as it's picked up by Pace, who fires a frisbee of a shot. I think that's the only way to describe that. Down into the other zone. A nice play there from Bormanis. And that one, I thought I heard a whistle blow, but I guess not. Coming back now is Port Huron, and that one ekes out of the zone. A nice defensive play there.
Gasher's got away with one in the defensive end that took the player down, but nothing's being called tonight, so I guess that's safe.
I guess you play within your parameters, don't you?